To Author Mindset Monday with a really great quote from Hall of Famer Larry Bird. A winner is someone who recognizes his God-given talents, works his tail off to develop them into mighty skills, and uses those skills to accomplish his goals. Think about that for a second. God blessed you with some level of talent, didn't he? It's your job to turn it into a mighty skill, just like Larry Bird says. And that's what we're going to talk about today. But first, of course, my name is Christopher Diarmani. I'm so grateful you're here, and it is my pleasure, it is my passion to empower nonfiction authors, perhaps nonfiction authors just like you, so you can turn your dream of writing a book into your published reality. Because when you take the time and devote the energy and the effort to hone whatever level of talent God gave you into this mighty skill, not only will your life transform in ways you can't even imagine today, but the life of every single person who reads your book will be transformed forever. Now, if that doesn't get you lit up, I honestly don't know what will. Because that's the most exciting thing in the world, to be able to serve at a level that transforms the lives of everyone you touch. Truly is. So as Larry Bird's quote says, God blessed you with some level of writing talent. God also blessed you with a whole host of other talents to support that writing talent. Think about that. In this world, you are unique in that particular way. Unique. Your job is to hone whatever level of talent God gave you into the mighty skills that will transform the world of every single person you touch with your writing. Every single person. And the wonderful side benefit of that, if you will, is that it will transform, as I said, it'll transform your life as well in ways you can't even imagine today. So, of course, honing raw talent, let me try that again. Honing raw talent requires skill. Into skill requires hard work. It requires dedication. It requires commitment. It requires a level of tenacity. If you want to become a world-class individual at anything, in Larry Bird's example, he became one of the best basketball players of all time. One of the best human beings to ever play the game. That doesn't happen without a level of tenacity that most people never even get a glimpse of, let alone impose in their life. So think about that. You need to put that level of tenacity into your life as well. It requires you to invest the time and energy and the determination so that you can become the writer you know you were born to be. So you can become the human being that you know you were born to be. All these things are critically important. It requires that you invest that time in developing a bulletproof mindset, because the world's going to throw all kinds of stuff at you. It's going to throw all kinds of garbage, and you need to be able to withstand every single one of those attacks, at whatever angle they come at you, at whatever way they look. Because let's face it, we must pay a price for every single good thing in our life, whether it's our time, whether it's our energy, whether it's whatever. Nothing good shows up in our life miraculously and magically. We have to work really hard for it. Larry Bird didn't become the basketball player he was by hoping for it, by dreaming about it. He got there by hard work, dedication, and doing all those things every day when perhaps teammates or opposing players were off hanging out at the beach and having a good time. He'd be on the court working. Because he knew that when game day came, and the bright lights were shining down upon him, he would perform just the same way he did when he was in practice. What we do in secret, that's how we're going to behave when the lights are shining on us most brightly. Think about that. What are you doing when nobody's looking? What is the stuff that you're doing? And let's hone in on writing. How are you approaching your writing life when nobody is watching? That's the stuff that's going to dictate how you show up when everyone's watching. So let me ask you this question. What is your biggest dream? What is the biggest hope and dream that you have for your life, for your writing, for your book, whatever that might be? We're talking about writing today, so let's focus on that. What is the biggest dream you have for writing today? Write the answer down on a piece of paper, on your notebook. Grab your notebook and pen. I should have told you that to start with. And then I want you to also ask this question of yourself. What is the biggest obstacle you face today in achieving that goal and turning that dream of yours into a reality? Write that answer down too. And then work hard every single day, both internally, doing the work in here, so that you can reflect all that stuff back out here. Got to do it here before it shows up out there, right? Break down every single one of those obstacles that are standing in your way and turn them into your allies, turn them into your very best friends. Because all the terrible stuff that happens to us, this may sound a bit strange, but they are the power sources that will get us through every difficult thing we face from that day forward. As long as we deal with them effectively in that moment and use them to become that nuclear power source that will drive our life forward for the best. And of course, celebrate successes all along the way. You've got to celebrate successes. And it's easy not to, believe me. It's really easy to get caught up in, well, okay, so that's done. I need to move on to this next thing because that's really important. Yeah, it's great that that's finished, but I'm focused here now. Take a minute. Take a minute and just celebrate that success. Think about nothing else except that. Because it is a really amazing thing. And you've got to, I hate those words. Your life is so much better served. Your mindset is so much better served when you take those moments to embrace the sheer joy, the sheer accomplishment of this amazing thing that you did. You started with nothing, you did this other thing, and now you have this. You're holding up this published book in your hand. Oh my goodness, there's no better feeling in the world, right? So take the time to celebrate. And always be grateful for your progress along the way as well. These celebrations, these are the things that reinforce that you're on the right path, that you're doing all the right things, that you have the right mental attitude, that you're using your self-confidence in the greatest way possible. It's the thing that's going to keep you on that personal road of success, that keep you driving down the center line on your personal journey of life. You won't be falling off into the ditch because you're on the right road. You know you're on the right path. Celebrate those successes, but diligence, there's no better thing. Truly isn't. Work hard every single day. Work hard when no one else is watching. Work hard when you don't feel like it. Because when you do, oh my goodness, the payoff, the next time that mental attitude shows up, guess what? It's so much easier to break the next time and easier to break the time after that. So I hope that was useful for you today. I would love for you to connect with me on LinkedIn, Facebook, all the other social media channels. You can connect with me and all of mine if you go to authorcoach.click/Christopher. There's links to everything there. There's also a couple of other things that you may find interesting and useful. I hope you do. And if you found today's video helpful, I would love for you to share in the comments why it was. And with that, just take Larry Bird's words to heart, please. God gave you some talent. He truly did. It's your job to turn that into a mighty skill. It's your job to do the hard work necessary so that you can make the impact you know you're born to make in this world, just like Larry Bird did. With that, have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will talk to you again tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Bye for now.